Hard day at work. There we go. Stupid camera. Hard day at work. Just want to play some video games. Heck yeah. Oh, you did not just... You're gonna get a freaking grenade up your ass. Yeah. That's right, you'll be shitting gunpowder for a week. Wait a minute. Yeah? You're kidding me. Alright. I'll be there soon. Well, people, that was the President of the United States. Apparently, the Earth's being invaded by aliens, and he needs pro video gamers to take care of it. Let's kick some ass. Haha. That's right, folks. I went and saw Pixels. Haha. And man, was it great. Alright, which I'll get to that in a minute. Right now, like usual, I just want to welcome you to the fourth episode of the Merc Man Show. I'm your host, Mr. Bonkers. Alright, that's the last thing we'll do is the review. Because right now, I like to get to the sad news. Tip my hat off because a very, very important person passed away yesterday. A true badass. Mr. Roddy Piper. He passed away at the age of 61. He was found in his home on Hollywood, California. Most likely died Thursday, but he was discovered yesterday. And it's kind of sad. He died from a cardiac arrest, which is like a, which is like a heart attack. So put my hands on my heart, or hat to the heart, lungs, or whatever the fuck is in there, I have no clue. So, take this minute to bow my head in silence. Alright. Heavenly Father, please look after Mr. Roddy Piper. He's a true badass. He was a badass. He was an awesome dude. He's the only guy I know that actually wears something underneath his kilt. Unlike most Scottish guys I meet. Don't ask me how I know that. Just know that half the time, most of the time, they're going commando. Alright. Moving on from that. Let's see here. Alright. I think from now on, I know the Dick of the Week was supposed to be at the end of the show, but, being that I got a review, and, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, guys. Go ahead and get your fucking Pepto-Bismol ready, because I'm gonna throw a whole load of shit at you. Like, a whole diarrhea of information. And I'm gonna start with the Dick of the Week for right now. And this Dick of the Week goes to that motherfucker who shot up another motherfucking movie theater. For crying out loud, guys. Really? I mean, it's bad enough as it is that we nearly have to get butt naked to get on an airplane. Now you gotta, shoot up movie theaters? Yeah. Some asshole shot up a movie theater when these people were trying to enjoy, a romantic comedy. I did know the name of it. But, I forgot because I'm too much of an idiot. But, yeah. The movie theater shooter. So, guys, if this shit keeps up, don't be surprised when they start adding metal detectors to movie theaters. It's going to be just like a motherfucking airport. By that time, most likely movie theaters will be obsolete. And it slowly is doing to the freaking Netflix. Which I'll get to fucking that in a minute. Alright. So, Shooter the movie theater, congratulations, you're this week's Dick of the Week. Moving on. Alright. Apparently, sometime during this week, last week, I forgot what state it was, but, oh yeah. Apparently some dude was probably high on drugs because he ran around his neighborhood butt-ass naked. Nude. No clothes. Completely nude. So, he starts waving around a knife like, oh yeah, I'm gonna kill some assholes, slinging his ding-a-ling all over the place, and, you know, and the neighbors had enough of it. They're like, we're gonna call the fucking cops on this crazy motherfucker. So, they did, and, the cops got there. The man did not put up any fight whatsoever, despite him throwing a knife everywhere, waving it everywhere. Like, I'm gonna kill somebody. Well, the cops got there. And this is a good example of how drugs can really mess with your mind, kids. Or fellow mercenaries. And that is, when the cops arrived, this guy was sitting on his front porch, still nude, playing a banjo. Like, hey guys, kumbaya, get naked with me. Yeah. Now, normally this guy would be Dick of the Week, but considering that guy shot up a movie theater, this right here is kind of funny. Even I'm still laughing about it even to this day. So, this guy doesn't get Dick of the Week. He won't. That was pretty fucking funny what he did. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. JC Penney's. Oh, my gosh. Well, I love America. I do. You know, I support our troops. But damn it, if it's one thing that pisses me off, it's fucking communism. Man, come on. What I'm talking about is JC Penney's. I think they're starting to become fucking communists, man. They really are. Because this poor girl, she was just working, you know, selling off some merchandise. Like, literally selling off some merchandise. And, you guys see what I mean in a few minutes. Not necessarily see, but, you know, here. But anyways, she bought some really short shorts. And these shorts aren't really that short. Her butt wasn't hanging out or anything like that. So I don't know what their big fucking problem is. But this hot babe, and she was pretty cute. Wink. Just, you know, you got a Merc Man crush. Anyways, she got fired from JCPenney's from wearing short shorts to work, despite her buying them exactly from JCPenney's. JCPenney's, here's some advice. If you don't want someone to wear short shorts, then don't fucking sell the short shorts. What the fuck? That's like going to a plumbing store and not buying a fucking plunger. It makes no fucking sense. And trust me, I've seen plungers in action. And man, talk about a badass weapon. Every mercenary needs to have in their house at least one plunger. Because you never know when you'll be face to face with a toilet. And that toilet, what if that's a robotic spy or something? You know, what if ISIS is like, takes control of everyone's toilets in the USA? Then we're fucked. So make sure you get a plunger. The only thing that can kill those robotic toilets are plungers. Yeah. Oh gosh. Now for some celebrity news. You guys remember way back when, if you're like, say, I don't know, in your preteen years, 7, 8 years old, back in the 90s, there's this really kick-ass movie called Space Jam. And Michael Jordan, he teamed up with Bugs Bunny and my favorite guy, Taz. All the Looney Tunes teamed up, found Michael Jordan, because they wanted to go up against space aliens that their only weapon was to play some fucking basketball. No, yeah. If aliens invade the Earth, I think they'll go to play basketball with us. Yeah. Which I'll talk about aliens in a minute once we get to the review for Pixels. But yeah, moving on. That movie came out in the 90s. Michael Jordan, I hate to say, buddy, is a bit too old for the role. So, they're looking for Mr. LeBron James to star in Space Jam 2. Now, this is just a rumor, no confirmation. But they're looking at LeBron James for Space Jam 2. So it does look like a Space Jam 2 is going to happen, guys. I just don't know when it's going to happen. But this is like the third time in a row. This is like the third time Space Jam has popped up. So, yeah. So I imagine Space Jam 2 is going to be a high possibility. Speaking of number 2 and sequels, let's go back in time even further to the 1980s. Specifically 1986. The year when a certain mercenary was born. Apparently during that time, there's a kick-ass fighter pilot movie called Top Gun. It starred Tom Cruise. It's one of the very few roles he's actually good at. That and Edge of Tomorrow, because that one's pretty good, because you get to see him die multiple times. So whether you like Tom Cruise or hate Tom Cruise, you'll enjoy that film because you get to see him die a lot. It's pretty fucking funny to watch. You know, especially when he dies in front of that truck, like, oh, you dumb son of a bitch. But anyways, back to it. Tom Cruise says Top Gun 2 is on my Donkey Kong. However, there is a catch. He says, no CGI at all. None. And he must fly the F-14s that he flew in the 80s films. I know. F-14s. Well, we have far more advanced fighter jets like the F-22 Raptor. And he wants to fly the old school shit. I enjoyed the plot that was rumored. I enjoyed it. Rogue drone planes going rogue. You know, on their own fucking Terminator shit. And the only way to stop them is the Top Gun and his fighter jets. Clearly that was CGI. And Tom Cruise just says, fuck that shit. But yeah, that's what he wants. And if the Hollywood agrees with it, then it'll happen. So, he didn't say no, he just says no CGI. He wants it to be practical, which, Tom, buddy, CGI can work, man. I mean, you can have mostly practical effects, and only just have a tad bit CGI. Like, make it seamless to where it doesn't even happen. Good example is Mad Max. Most of that movie was fucking kick-ass. Late review, it's a good movie. There's hardly any CGI in it. The only part I say that was CGI was probably the girl's robotic arm and the dust storm. The rest of it, pure, on the road, live action, practical effects. I mean, where else can you see a motherfucking Cadillac with tank wheels on it? I mean, this is fucking cool. But Mad Max, I imagine will probably come out on DVD pretty soon, folks. Definitely go out and watch it. It's a fun movie to watch. Definitely worth your time. But yeah, Top Gun 2, probably it's on the fence. It depends how many people's willing to play ball with Tom Cruise's roles and stuff. Alright. And man, do I got some exciting news. get ready to wet your pants, fanboys, because confirmed Hellboy 3 is happening. It's really good, so be on the lookout for Hellboy 3. The very actors who stars as Hellboy confirmed it. He actually kind of wanted it. You know, he was like on top of that shit. Kind of like how Ryan Reynolds is done with Deadpool. Sorry that I almost said Ronald Reynolds. I mean, I was thinking of Ronald McDonald. And how much the Happy Meals suck these days at McDonald's. Which, by the way, McDonald's has breakfast all fucking day long, which is fantastic. Means my lazy ass can get out of bed after I just probably had sex with multiple women. It's called like the monkey orgy, what I call it. And whenever you're done, once your boner dies down, you can hop in your car, get a McMuffin, and boom, you're good to go. It doesn't matter what time you get it. It's just breakfast all day long, and that's really, really fucking cool. But yeah, I've had McDonald's lately, and as you can tell, packs on. But I love cheeseburgers. I can't fucking help it. They're delicious. Alright. Alright, time for some ranting. Hooray, ranting. It's time to pull out my gun whenever I rant. Netflix. I want to take Netflix, the whole damn thing, just go. Get the fuck out of here. Because I am anti-Netflix. I am. You motherfuckers put the greatest store out of business in history, and that's motherfucking Blockbuster. I love that store. It's the place to go for the latest movies, latest games, and now we got all this red box shit and all this streaming. It's all because of damn Netflix. Just when they couldn't piss me off anymore due to Daredevil being exclusive, and they're pissing me off even more now because there's going to be 3 live-action shows exclusively to Netflix. Leave Star Wars alone! Shit! Seriously? I fucking hate you, Netflix. Save that shit for television. Because all I got is fucking Rebels and the stupid little Lego Star Wars. That ain't new. That ain't popular. It's just, I really don't want to subscribe to you motherfuckers. I don't want to pay to see Star Wars. I mean, I am when a new movie comes out, and that's fine. That's in a theater. But Netflix, what the fuck, guys? Quit pissing me off. Because I swear to God, I think Netflix is secretly owned by Disney. It does not fucking tell anyone. But that's my big conspiracy theory. So Disney, go ahead and just let the cat out of the bag and just go ahead and say, oh, we fucking own Netflix too. Because you guys are just Disney, you're just a king at pissing me off. You really are. You're like pros, man. If, be like, hey... Okay, this is the next thing I'm going to do to piss off the Merc Man. And that is Disney Infinity. I fucking love that game. I know, I love a little kid's game. Ain't that fucking crazy? I mean, look at this shit. That is my motherfucking collection of figures. And when they announced Star Wars, man, was I thrilled. I was super, super excited. But damn, dude. Disney, how many times I told you not the fuck with Boba Fett? And now, I want you to see the next thing I have. Do you guys see a PlayStation anywhere? No. Purely Xbox, except for that one. That game, I'm surprised that even still runs. But anyways, you can tell that I'm an Xbox fan. I'm an Xbox fanboy, and I'm not afraid to admit it. What the fuck are you doing making Boba Fett a motherfucking exclusive to PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4? That's fucking bullshit. You're just trying deliberately to piss me and other Xbox fans off. Really, you're just like fuck Xbox, right? Fuck them. Is this your way of getting back for Xbox snatching away Battlefront? That's right, folks. If you own an Xbox and you're on EA Access, you will get Battlefront before anybody else. Hooray. Why do you gotta make my favorite character Boba Fett, who Anthony worked so hard, my buddy Anthony worked so hard to get him to come to Disney Infinity? Finally listened, but they're like, I'm so sorry. Were you wanting to play as him? You're gonna have to whip out $500 to do so. No way am I gonna pay $500 for a figure I can only get for $12. That's fucking bullshit. It's bullshit. So, please don't do that anymore. Okay, I am gonna get Boba Fett eventually, but now I have to wait till motherfucking January or February to get him. Well, PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 owners get to just get Boba Fett and then just do a motherfucking teabag to us Xbox fans with Boba Fett. Yeah, Boba Fett will kneel down. I'll be stuck as Iron Man. He'll be like, hey, bitch. Point my gun at you. Look at my nuts. Bang! Teabag. Yeah. So I'm pretty fucking pissed off about that. No more exclusives. Oh yeah, I know how that fucking happened. They rolled up at E3. Sony rolled up with bags of money, a big shitload of money, and made that motherfucking shit rain. And then, so Disney, they were just like jerking off, and all that jizz came all over the dollar bills. Yeah, that's what fucking happened. So now I have to wait till fucking January and February for Boba Fett. It's bullshit. Alright. I got one more news and rant. And that is Hulk Hogan. He said a racist slur. Let it slip. I'm not going to say it because I'm already wearing white and that just makes things worse. I don't want to be recruited by the ghost dudes. You know, the guys who don't wear anything underneath their cloaks and they love to burn churches and shit. You know who you motherfuckers are. If you're watching this, you're sick, sadistic bastards. Racist pricks. Anyways, so he let it slip. Mr. Hulk Hogan. WWE fired his ass. He's out. He's gone. And these guys are taking it a bit too far. Because now they're removing all the Hulk Hogan DLC from the latest WWE game. Right, getting rid of a legend. You fucking serious? Hulk Hogan, I'm sorry, man. Oh, and it gets better. It gets fucking better. Guess who they're gonna replace it with? Someone who's not a fucking wrestler at all. That's right. Arnold motherfucking Schwarzenegger. Yeah. Arnold. Yeah, that guy. Yeah. You get to play as the Terminator and Terminator 2 Terminator. Yeah, you can play as the bad Terminator and the good Terminator. Terminator 1, Terminator versus Terminator 2. Yeah. You get those versions of Arnold to replace Hulk Hogan. Yeah. This is motherfucking wrestling. Not fucking Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat, I can see that shit. It's fiction, not real. Okay, yeah. I know. Wrestling's fake, I know. But still, it's a sports game. I mean, Freddy and Jason Voorhees, you know, just go ahead and add the Terminator to Mortal Kombat. That's fucking WWE. What the fuck are you guys smoking? I want some. Alright. Moving on to more celebrity news. The Gambit movie. Channing Tatum totally pussed out. Yep, he's no longer Gambit. So they got to find someone else to play as Gambit. Frankly, I think Mark Wahlberg would make a really good Gambit. You guys can feel free to debate that shit all you want, because I have yet to have any comments on any of my videos. Not even... Only one guy, one mercenary subscribed, and one guy liked it. And it's the same dude. Anyways, Channing Tatum just quit the Gambit movie, so they are going to have to find a new actor. The director's still on, production's still on, they're just trying to find a new actor. Which, you know, I don't really care for Gambit that much. I'm mostly excited for the Deadpool movie. Because, you know, he's a mercenary, just like me. Just like Mr. Boba Fett, mercenaries. Gotta love him. But yeah. Channing Tatum, quit X-Men, quit being Gambit. And they really need to bring back either Mark Wahlberg or that guy that was in X-Men Origins. Even though X-Men Origins sucked ass, he still needs to play it. Because that guy played a pretty good, well, decent, good Gambit. So, yeah. So, bye-bye, Channing Tatum. Thank you for pussing out, you big fucking pussy. Alright. Last thing. Before the big review of Pixels. Ghostbusters. You no doubt saw all the pictures. The girls are suited up. The brand new Ecto-1, which is now a hearse. I mean, they're good to go. They're ready to go. And ever since then, there's been another Ghostbusters movie in the works that's an all-men cast. All-male cast. And, you know, I'm like, okay, cool. But what if we like the females better? Well, anyways. It appears as though the all-male Ghostbusters team is just a freaking rumor. Sorry, guys. Does not exist. Incognito. It's a rumor. And I'm guessing it probably won't happen. Actually, I'm not saying it won't happen, but I'm putting my money that it won't. It'll really depend on the new Ghostbusters reboot, how they do. If it's popular enough, if they don't fuck it up, it'll be good. We can see another one. If not, then, you know, it's a long lost dream, just like Tron 3. You need to make that shit, Disney. Yeah. And guess what? The Mr. Tron himself, the guy who plays as Tron, yeah. He actually fucking agrees with me. He does. Disney, you're too motherfucking focused on Marvel and Star Wars. You're like completely forgetting your origins. So bad to the fact that you're remaking all your fucking cartoons into fucking live action. Because you're focused on this shit. You need to focus on what made you great. And that is fucking Tron. Make Tron 3. Right now. I'm waiting. Fuck no, you're not gonna make it. Fuck that shit. Fuck the Tron fans. Fuck them. We got Star Wars and Marvel. We'll be fucking fine. I'm sorry, guys. I know this is turning into one big anti-Disney rant, but they've just been doing things that's been kind of pissing me off lately. Like, I mean, Avengers was good and okay, but they're turning my favorite superhero, Iron Man, into a villain for Civil War to go take Captain America's side. When really there needs to be two separate movies called Civil War. There should be Captain America Civil War and Iron Man Civil War. Not just focus on one side. Yeah. Nobody ever does any fucking research. It's sad. People need to go back to school. You learn something. even though I dropped out. Yeah. Moving on. And last but not least, Pixels. Oh my fucking god, was this movie great! It was great! I shit you not. Pixels is a good film, and trust me, I am not a Happy Madison fan. I'm truly not. Not a big fan of Adam Sandler, not a big fan of his movies. As you know, I don't hate the guy, it's just I just wasn't a big fan of it. But Pixels, holy shit. This one was great. 4 out of 5 stars on other sites, which I'll give my personal overview in a minute. But, yeah, Pixels is fucking awesome. I loved it. Especially the midget. Out of everyone, I was rooting for him. Even though he's somewhat of a bad guy, but not quite. I mean, they recruit the poor guy out of jail. I won't spoil too much for you, but they recruit him out of jail. And, let's just say he kind of breaks the rules. And to make up for it, he's, constant things like, I'm back and I'm going to help you motherfuckers kill these aliens. And it's funny because they use 80 celebrities to relay the messages. It begins in the 80s, talks about video games, and whoever won that thing sent the message up to space, and apparently the aliens got offended, because they're safe sifters and they could safe sift into video games and shit. And that's why they come down to Earth and kill everything. And they try their best to train the best of the best, which is the Marines. They fail, and they're like, time for the geeks to take over. And it's the geeks that truly kick ass. It's like, bye-bye, jocks. Time for us nerds to kick some ass. Kick some motherfucking ass. Just shooting up Centipede, Donkey Kong, Mario, Frogger. All the classic 80s games was there, and I fucking loved it. It was fucking fantastic. It was awesome. And I shit you not, I think this is possibly the best film I've watched this summer. I really think so. It's really surprised me. I really thought Ant-Man was going to be good, which, unfortunately, Ant-Man did top this last weekend's box office when Pixels came out. Just so you know, heads up guys, there will be no Vacation review. I'm not going to see that movie. I'm not interested in it. I'm saving my money for Fantastic Four. I am going to give a review on that one. Anyways, back to Pixels. I fucking loved it. The effects were awesome. It was cool. Brought back a lot of memories. It was just really fucking neat. I loved it. So, I'm going to wrap this up because I really got to go take a piss. So, Pixels, I give it a absolute perfect Merc Man 5 out of 5. Because it's fantastic, it's funny, and wouldn't I say it's family friendly, but for action and comedy and science fiction, this movie packs it. The best part is definitely Pac-Man. Just for that part alone, it's worth watching the film alone. So, there you have it. Merc Man review, 5 out of 5. Alright. Well, that'll do it for this episode of the Merc Man Show. I'm your host, Mr. Bonkers. And remember, mercenaries, don't take any contracts. And most of all, shit. Okay. If you like this, like it, subscribe, become a mercenary. And remember, pick a good contract and don't take anyone's side. And I'll see you guys next week on the next Merc Man Show.